Hey, how are you? Idiot of the day, Jeff here, commit, don't quit. Today, you know what, sometimes you have, try to figure out names for the episode, but anyways, I was dragging my feet and I called it Friendly Growth. I thought, yeah, Friendly Growth. Well, anyways, hope everybody's having a good happy Wednesday, or is some call it hump day. Maybe we don't want to say that to our wives. I'm pretty sure they may not appreciate it, but happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm sweating to death here. I thought I'd put on a sweatshirt, but I may be taking it off in a couple minutes. Hope you're doing well. Dave from Desmond's Donders, Mark from Funko Preacher. I'm sure, I hope I've got the name right. I try to write down the names and stuff like that. And, yeah, Mark. Okay, yeah, it's on the list. I have about a 4 or 5 page list. I just keep it just so... Hey, and no worries. It doesn't matter if I see you today, tomorrow, a week, a month, 2, 6 weeks, months, whatever. You know, sometimes people don't see me either, so does not matter to me. Let's put it this way: it's nice to see it. You know, we've all got busy lives going on. So, anyways, I just want to say thanks very much, everybody. I really appreciate absolutely every single person come. Much appreciated. And you don't have to apologize at all, Funko Preacher. Mark, no worries. Adventures with Connor. I just came to say hi, Connor. It's good to see you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry that I think it might have went live last night, and I apologize. Unfortunately, sometimes it's later here in Canada. You're 3 hours behind us, so sometimes at 6 o'clock it's 9 o'clock. So for us, 9 o'clock's a good time. But sometimes as it gets later, my wife and I and the kids have gone to bed. That's all. So my apologies, but it's nice to have you here, and I realize you have to go. Okay, take care, Connor. Thanks again. Okay. Ralph Moore. Hey, Ralph. Hey, Ralph. It's good to see you. You know what? I was going to put some music on. I realized, wait a second, I can't do that. Hey, you know what? Everybody's going to be like, here he goes with his goofy merchandise. Anyways, you know, I'm going to start wearing it. Everybody else wears it. I'm sweating only. I don't think I can wear this much longer than about 5 minutes. Anyways, this is, you know, it's an Idiot Day sweatshirt, that's all. You know, earlier in the week I wore a t-shirt that said Idiot of the Day. This one's the sweatshirt. I've got another shirt. There's a bunch of different stuff on there, just like anybody that's making it and stuff like that. But anyways, you know, I guess you should self-promote yourself in that, because nobody else does. So anyways, that's I guess what I'm doing. I'll do it at least once a week. I'll wear something, but I'm not trying to tell anybody. I'm just putting it out there, because you know, it's probably a good idea to wear your stuff that you have in that. But I may not wear this too long, because when I first started, a couple hours this morning, it was freezing here. Now it's, I don't know if it's like 10 degrees or what it is. It's warm here now. Oh, and it's orange. Yes, Ralph, it's orange. You know what? You can get, just like everybody's merch, you can get any color pretty much you want of the rainbow. I just like the orange, and my wife couldn't believe it. I picked orange. I thought, you know, it kind of looked nice in orange. There's blue, black, red, yellow. I think there's, just like I said, any color for it. Like anybody's merchandise, not just this one, for anybody's. I just chose orange for this, like a blue shirt, a green shirt, different things. There's mugs, just like everybody has it. Anyways, that's it. I got told from a few people, you know, you should start doing it. You can put your link up, but you should talk about it once in a while. And please, nobody think that I'm not pushing down anybody's throat in any way. I should talk about it at least once a week and stuff. Does that sound good? Just like, you know, some TV show, which I'm not naming because they go, shh. Okay, so I will not talk about that show. I will just go the TV show, and we all know what we're talking about, right? Anyways, that's it. I'm done, everybody. Drew's Food Reviews, Dromar Family, Maria, George, Drew, how are you? It's good to see you. Ralph, Drew's Food. Hi, Jeff of the Day. We're doing flyby today. See, yeah. You like that? I don't know where this is. It's some kind of like amusement park or something. I saw it. I was not in a bit of a rush today, but as you can see, I'm raring to go again. And anyways, this is what happened. Last night I spent 14 hours trying to get 2 seasons of some show that we took out from the library. And anyways, you guys can close your ears so you don't fall asleep. Dave and Trev, I know Trev may not be here right now, but when Dave and Trev are on, just please close your ears just for a second. Anyways, we got season 5 and 6 of GOT. How's that sound? It was GOT, Game of Thrones. And anyways, made copies of them because, you know what, we're coming to the end of the season and stuff like that. So it took me forever to make MP4s of both seasons. I had to use like a program, what is it, DVD Crypter, and then Handbrake, and then it makes a MP4. But it took me like pretty much 11 hours to do 2 seasons and stuff from the get-go. So I was kind of busy yesterday with that. Anyways, anybody listening is like, quit talking about that. Tony, how are you, buddy? Viewed this, good to see you. I need to start talking to everybody. I'm yapping on, you know what, I'm already almost 5-10 minutes in. I've yapped, not really even spoken to anybody. Viewed this. Hi at a red light, driving and listen. Hey, Tony, no worries, my friend, no worries. I know you're working and stuff, so it does not matter. It's great to see it, but don't even bother if you're driving. If you're listening, that's great, but don't even bother typing anything in, Tony, because you're driving. That's way more important than any of this. But it's good to see you, Tony. You know what I mean. Let's see here. Funko Preacher, I got to go. My iPad keeps kicking me off the stream for some reason. Hey, Funko Preacher, Mark, no worries. Thanks for dropping in, okay? Much appreciated. Ralph says, oh, well, orange is our national color, and on King's Day, the whole country turns orange. Really? Okay, well, look at me. I'm dissolving. Look at that. Yeah, look. I dissolve. I dissolve right into the... Ooh. You like that? Look at Look. Ooh. Look at. Anyway, sorry, I'm making sound effects that sound pretty... I was going to say the word gnarly, but you know, that would make me a teenager back in 1980-something, wouldn't it? Heaven's Gate Cherry Farm, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you very much for dropping in. I appreciate it, I really do. Oh, man, Stokes Explorer, how you doing, Stokesy? How are you? You know what? Like I was saying on those, you know, I like the plane video. I love planes. Like, if that's a hobby for me. You know, when I was a little kid, my dad and I made model airplanes. He did a lot of stuff with me in that as a kid, and the one thing I remember as a little kid, I collected stamps. I know that sounds goofy, but we collected stamps and coins and that kind of stuff. But we made models and stuff like that. We put together models. When I was just a tiny kid, he had me start off on my first plane and then paint it up and stuff like that. And I absolutely love jet fighters and planes and going to air shows and stuff. So when I saw it, I thought, I've got to watch this. But Stokes, what I want you to know is Frank from Art Morbid this morning on his live, he does a live. Our time, it would be it'd be 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, our time, which would probably be about 2 o'clock in the UK for you. But he does a live every Wednesday morning and that at that time. And every Wednesday when he does his shout-out live stream, that the first thing he does, he shouts out 3 channels of the week. And the 3 channels, unfortunately, I can't think of the other 2 off the top, but I knew you right away, Stokes, so I wanted you to know that he called out your name, put it up on his channel description and stuff to let people know that, you know what, if you haven't checked Stokes Explorer, go check him out. So just to let you know, he's talking about you too, and you know, I want you to get there as quick as possible. I know he said something about May, but I hope, you know, that doesn't. You should. I imagine he should be there, no problem. I imagine in the next month and stuff like that, next couple weeks, he should be there, no problem at all. Judy Turner, hey Judy, how are you? It's good to see you. Good afternoon, nice to see you. Good to see you. Eileen Vayu the fam. Eileen, you know what? I just wish I could just come on and just call everybody by their name. And you know, I try my best. I don't know everybody's name, and if I don't, you know, if anybody ever wants to say their name, no problem. But some people don't. They just want to go by their channel name, and I'm totally fine with that. But I just want you to know, if I say your name, it's just because I know who you are and stuff like that, and I know your name. But I'll still say, you know what, John from blah blah blah, John Smith's channel or whatever. You know, just to be fair to everybody. But let's see here. Let's see. Let me just take a sip on my water. I need some rocket fuel here, everybody. You know, I'm flying high here. I need a little bit of, you know, I'm a little lightheaded. I need some water, everybody. Sorry about the lame jokes. I'm AC. Hey, buddy, how are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're well. We're just on a flight over the seas and stuff like that. Explorer, I've just gone there, Jeff, and said thank you. It was amazing, very humbling. Oh, good. Stokes, I didn't mean it that way. I just wanted you to know that he was, you know, he's, Frank from Art Morbid's got a great channel, and great gentleman that. He's from Chicago area, and if I'm pretty sure you probably like, I would imagine, Stokes, you like music. If you like a little heavier music, Frank, he's a musician and a photographer, and he's got some great videos and great footage from his bands and stuff in Chicago area, and anyways, he does great photography videos and great reviews and stuff. But anyways, Art Morb is a great man, and as if is every man and woman on this channel. I don't mean it that way. Let's see here. Oh gosh, gosh. Oh gosh, Dave, snow on the hills here today, freezing cold. Is it? Yikes. Now, I'm easy on Saturday, Sunday we had snow, but that, I hope, as far as I can see, it was the tail end. We always have a joke here in North America. It was an old wives' tale, I guess, an old saying and stuff like that. Old people said it years ago. But it was always, when March came in, it would come in one of two ways, either like a lamb or like a lion. If it came in like a lamb, it was always going to go out at the end of March like a lion. It kind of came out here like, or vice versa, in like a lion and out like a lamb. But it you know what, it was right to the word. They pretty much said, you know what, the beginning of March came in like a lion really quietly, and it went out on fire just like a lion. Excuse me for that. Anyways, there's my old person little tidbits for the day. How's that sound? Let's see here. Drummer family still here, just fixing up something for George. Maria, no worries. Nobody ever has to explain themselves. I understand completely, but it's nice for you to tell me. You know, it's nice to talk to everybody, and sometimes it's hard via chat like this. You try your best, but sometimes you miss it. I'll get on here and I'll start talking to people, and I totally think I understood the conversation on the chat. Then my wife will get home, and she doesn't always chat here, but she could be listening. She'll always say, you know what, you were totally off. You don't even know what you're talking about today. I said, what? You were talking about, to John's example, John Smith today, and you were talking about blah, 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 and you know what, he was not talking about that to you, and I'm like, oh, yeah, of course that's the case. But it happens to everybody. Desmond, Dave says to Ian, a couple of road closures up here, then it tipped down the rain all afternoon. Horrible weather. Yeah, well, I imagine you probably want it to end. I imagine, you know, I'm hoping spring's here. It feels like, and you know what, I'm wearing the old hoodie and that for today. Worm's Eye View. Hey, Pippa, how are you? Hello, you lovely lot. Nice view. Yes, it's, you know, just another view. That's all it is. Good to see you, Pippa. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. Frank is awesome. He certainly is, Tony. He certainly is. As is, you know what, Jim from Video Call-In Show. Tony, my problem is, I'll try to catch one every couple weeks. My problem is, usually in the evening, anything after about 9:30, I'm done. I'm with my wife. I don't go on this ever, usually after 9 o'clock at night. And the reason for that is up till about 9 o'clock, 9:30, our kids are going, I don't want to say they're going crazy, but, you know, 9:30, it's they have to get to bed. So literally by 9:30 is our time to shut down, turn everything off, and just relax. So usually by 9:30 we're just like either sitting on the couch watching a show or something like that. It's usually when we finally sit down. So I will try to watch, because I really enjoy his show. I really do, and he's got the best footage I've ever seen ever. But if you haven't seen me on that's the reason, unfortunately. But let's see here. Let's see. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to read. Oh, sorry about that. Hey. Sit down. Give me 2 seconds just to calm the dog down. Come on. Come here. Sit down. Lay down. Sorry, our dog, like I said, you know, look at me disappear. Every once in a while, the dog will jump up and bark like she did. So if anybody has headphones on, that pretty much drive off the road. So sorry, Tony, if she scared you or anybody. Literally, she sits on the couch. She's great 99.9% of the time. Once in a while, the mailman, postman, or whatever comes, drops the mail off, and when that usually happens, she barks, you know, just like any other dog, but that's what it is. The only other way is to put her up in the crate upstairs, and I prefer not to do that. Oh, geez, Drew. Make a pickle smoothie for George, Maria. Oh, it's got like Berto. Hey, Berto, how are you? It's good to see you. Worm's Eye View, Pippa says, 4 seasons in 1 day here, David. Gosh. Him and I Woodworking. Hey, how are you? Good. I like that name. It's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Everybody check out Him and I Woodworking. Everybody check each other out. And if you like one of the channels, if they're new, you don't know, please leave them a message. That way they know to check you out as well. Priscilla Nilla. Hey, Priscilla, how are you? It's nice to see you. How's it down in Texas? Is the weather fairly nice? It's it's gorgeous day here. Sun's out. It's not too cold and it's not too warm, but nice enough. You know, kind of a crisp spring day. So it's spring's on its way, I think. Pippa, I'm getting vertigo up here. I had one, Pippa. It was on a train, and it just kept going and going and going, and it was real fast motion. I thought, oh, wow, is that fun? Then I watched it for about 30 seconds. I said, yeah, I can't watch it even. I can't even imagine anybody else sitting watching it. So I said, no, not to that today. Maybe I'll get it, show it to everybody one day, just for a split second, then I'll turn it off. But I couldn't do it. And it's all orange. It's beautiful colors, but you know what? The image goes by too quick and stuff like that. So I thought, I won't use that. Give me a second. Let's see. I need some water here, everybody. I'm sweating this thing. It's nice for the winter, but probably maybe like a spring or summer evening or something, but maybe not during the day. It's a little too warm right now. Yes, Pippa, Alafalad made me jump. Yeah, I imagine it did, everybody. I'm sorry for that. I Macy, your name's Ian, I imagine, is it? And you don't have to tell me. I'm just looking. If you don't want me to call you that, I will not. I'll just call you I Macy, but I'm pretty sure that it's Ian. I've been researching a location today called the Black Adder Estate. Many abandoned places there. Oh, that's cool. Priscilla Nilla, it's cool out here in Texas. Is it? It does sound interesting, doesn't it, Pippa? It does sound interesting. Absolutely, just for the title Blackadder. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, man, Ian. Is it okay to call you Ian? If you don't want me to, I will just call you I Macy. It's whatever you prefer. Like I said, I always ask people because I don't want to call somebody by their name in case they don't like that when I'm calling out a channel and stuff like that. But it's up to you. I will just keep calling you I Macy or Ian, whatever you prefer. Whatever you prefer. Let's see here. Drummer family. Yeah, Jeff George says hello. He's going back to work now. He said have a nice day. Yes, Maria, say hi to George, or if he's gone, say hi to George for me at least sometime today, Maria. I hope he has a good day, Maria. Hope he has a good day. Judy says, hey Jeff, this is a great view. It feels like I'm flying. Yeah, it must be some kind of drone footage and stuff like that. Yesterday I was had an image up, and I was like, oh wow, I really like that. I knew it was drone footage, but I didn't realize till after I watched the replay that yes, it's definitely drone footage, because I could see I could see the drone up in the top right hand corner and stuff like that. Let's see here. Pippa from Worm's Eye View says, David, it is so cunning you could put a tail on it and call it a weasel. Oh gosh. Gosh. Let me see here. I Macy, I got suckered into the Freeman on the land crap a few years ago. I'll change my channel name back to Ian, I think. Cheers, Jeff. Okay, Ian, if that's okay, I will call you Ian. It's easier for me to remember people's names. I mean, I can say I Macy, but I'll call you Ian if that's okay, but understand completely. Desmond's daughter says, I'm glad you got some... why can't I read? I'm so dyslexic. That's, I think, I must be, because I look at things and I totally read. I see exactly what it says, and I totally put it backwards almost every time. I am glad someone got it, Pippa. Totally got the references. You see, that's my problem. And, you know, if I'm watching somebody's stream, I totally get it later, but usually while I'm reading it, I miss the references or colloquialisms once in a while. And then once in a while I'll be reading back and I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. She always says the same about me. But what? Oh yeah. Oh yes, Maria, I love it. See, now it took me a second. I got it. Do you remember, Jeff? We sent you that video. Oh my gosh. You know what, Maria? I would love. I unfortunately I don't have the change at this point for a drone. Maybe one day, but you know what? My views will all come from YouTube. Anybody showing their video footage, I do love it. I just at this point I couldn't afford one, but I do love it. I think they're fantastic. You know what? I watch quite a few channels with the drones. I mean, I Macy, the Drummer family have some footage sometimes with their drones. There's a lot of channels with drones, and there's a fellow named NYZ Outdoors. He's from Pennsylvania area. His name's Ed. Real great fella. He does a lot of outdoor videos and that, and he does outdoor footage with his drone sometimes. And you know what? I can't get enough of anybody that uses a drone. It's absolutely fantastic footage. It really is. You can get right up there, and I think one time he was off on a cliff somewhere in Pennsylvania in one of the mountains, and literally he took his footage and he went so far out. I feel that he went out like half a kilometer at least. Maybe it was less or maybe it was more. I don't know, but I couldn't believe it. I'm just so amazed by these. I was going to say by these drone marks, by these. I didn't mean anything, Maria. What I was trying to say, by these drones. And I can't believe like that they can exist. In my head, I think, you know, back in the 70s and 80s when, you know, all these studios were making these big budget movies, you think, wow, can you imagine if some of the footage had been drone footage? I imagine they probably used some kind of, but you know, I imagine they would have saved so much with drone footage and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let me see. Benjamin Home. Hi, Benjamin Home. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm good. I can't complain. I got nothing to complain about. I'm sweating here. I may one more. I'll show everybody for the last time because that's what I wore it for. But then I'm done. I have to take it off, everybody. This is, you know, we did the merchandise. It says Eddie of the Day. It's just got shirts and sweatshirts. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna walk off for a second, take it off, and I'll be back. Still here. I have to take it off. Only I'm sweating it. But anyways, I'm still here. But you do not want to see me right now. There, that's better. I'm still here. Just going to hang this up for 2 seconds, and I'll be right back, okay? That's that. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I couldn't wear it. I thought I could, but it's just too darn hot this time of year. Too darn hot. Hey, everybody like the Canada shirt? This is just a t-shirt. Says the French River, that's up north. If NYZ Outdoors, this is in honor of Ed from NYZ Outdoors. Canada 1967, it's the year of the 1867, year of their Confederation, and that's when Canada became Canada. But anyways, French River is up north about 5.5, 6 hours from here. It's a beautiful country, and if you ever want to go canoeing in some of the most beautiful countryside, French River is the place to do it. Pretty much, I say the French River is the crossing point from. We live in a province called Ontario. Anyways, it's all one province. But literally, I say it's a split off point from what everybody up north calls Southern Ontario. Pretty much where most of the population lives in Ontario, and then the rest is up in Northern Ontario, way up north. And that river there, the French River, kind of crosses in between. That's where the settlements of most people from when things started here, the settlers and stuff pretty much came, and they were coming in through Quebec and stuff like that, and then they migrated into the rest of Northern Ontario and stuff, Northern Canada and stuff like that. Anyways, there's my goofy history lesson for the day. Let's see. Okay. I think I probably lost everybody. I yapped on and I lost everybody. I may see and says, "Wow, beautiful Jamaican food, Judy." Gosh, yes. My gosh, yes. Stephen Charter, hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Desmond's Donder, hoping to fly the drone this weekend, subject to weather. Oh, understand, Dave. Understand. Very good seeing Jeff. Oh, thanks, Benjamin Home. I appreciate it. Literally, these are just it's stock footage from Creative Commons and stuff like that. I thought I better start putting that license attribution and stuff in the description stuff so I don't get myself in trouble. So I went through every video today that I used them and added the licenses. They're free to use, but I thought maybe I hadn't been putting them in, but I thought maybe I better put them in from now on. So anyways, they are in there now. Geo Jerry, hey Jerry, how are you? I went to Canadian, oh gosh, I went to that, is it Canada Cash? I went to their site today, and they are, I don't know if they're outside of London or inside London, but I went to their channel and stuff like that. I'm going to have to check more of them out, but I like the view, Jerry, and I'd never heard of them before, but just like everybody, you know, you could live next door to somebody that you had no idea it was even on YouTube. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. Let's see. Stokes, absolutely love my drone. Yes, Stokes, your footage on with your drone is absolutely amazing. Some of your footage on the cliffs and stuff, and in the woods and stuff, and when you're taking off, is absolutely amazing. It honestly is. I can't say enough. Literally, the drone footages, a lot of the drone channels. If you like drones, there's a gentleman named Roger, and he has a son, Roger and Kim. I haven't seen Kim in a long time. But Roger, they're two gentlemen out of Quebec. They've got a channel. They've got a fairly big channel called Canadian Drone Hub, or is it Canadian Drone Hub or Canadian Drone Network? I forget. I think it's Canadian Drone Hub. Is that it? I'm getting it mixed up now. I don't know why I'm getting it mixed up. But anyways, they have a great network, and those fellas, they have everybody from the drone community on constantly, and he's on every day, Roger, and he's a really good gentleman. He literally sits in his chair pretty much all day long, and he goes live, and he has so many people. Some of the big channels come in there, and he seems to know a heck of a lot about drones and stuff. Like I said, I know nothing, but I went there, and that's how I started following a lot of the drone channels and stuff through him. Drew, hit the music, stripper Jeff. Ching! Yeah, can you imagine? At that point, Drew, if I started playing that kind of music right now, I could play lots of it. I know I could play a lot of 80s stripper music, but I think at that point, Drew, my wife would come in, and the channel, she would log in to my channel, delete it at work. So that'd be the end. That's what I need, Drew. I need a stripper pole right in the middle of, or on the side, with some girl dancing all the way. I'm sure Dave would like that. Hey Dave, what do you think? I'm sure some of the fellas would like it, but I think if I did that, Drew, I may get the channel shut down by YouTube, or first of all, from my wife. That would be the end of it. The minute she started hearing the music, she'd be like, she'd take her headphones out and turn the channel on right away, see it, and that would be the end of it. End of me. You'd see me for my last time. Probably the channel would be gone, but yeah, that would be the end of me at that point, Drew. That would be the end of me. I'm not doing that. I'm just teasing. I'm not doing that. Drummer family is so silly, Jeff. I caught that. No worries. We all make mistakes. I'm super behind if I'm just reading that now, Marie. I better get going. Sweetie, yeah. Oh, geez, Ralph. Oh my gosh, am I behind? I may see a channel I follow lost its spark in the river after angry seagull dive bomb knocking the drone out of the sky. Yikes. Hey, Irie, aloha. How are you? I can't do it. Too much reading and remembering. My gosh, I gotta get going. It is, Ian. I love mine. It's sized to great for the MH, and it all goes in a tiny bag. Would be nice to have a 4K, but 1080p is more than enough for YouTube. Dave, I agree with you. You know what? I have the GoPro, and it shoots in 4K. The only problem is the computer. I can't. I've read a lot of people saying the same thing, Dave. I put the GoPro footage that I use in not this, but when we do videos and stuff, we use 1080p as well, because you know what, I keep reading. I forget how much the percentage is that, you know, most people aren't able to watch in 4K anyways. So if you're putting it up on YouTube, you wouldn't get people watch. The majority of the people would be so minimal. It'd be crazy. I mean, it would be great to have 4K footage. I like it, but this old computer also, if I try to open up the files, the GoPro itself, you can watch it in 4K. It's amazing. Then I try to transfer the files, the file footage. I have to do some update on the system to get it to work, because I can't get the actual files when I transfer them over to work on the computer. It may just be too old or something, or I need an update of some sort. Let's see. Sorry, I am a little behind, everybody. I may see, yeah, 1080 is still the best to work with. I think so too. I do. I better quit reading people's comments and just go. Oh, Judy says, I may see it's South Carolina food. Oh, Benjamin home, no worries. Jeff, I have to head back to work. I'll be back again later. No worries, and thanks for coming. I know you're probably gone, but thanks again. Horror Digest, hey, what's up, buddy? About 5'9". That's what I'm saying. I wish I was about 6 feet, but about 5'9", and you know, late 40s. That's what's up. No, it's good to see you. Thanks very much. Let me start getting caught up here. And I was going to say, where am I? But you know what? My wife would tell me I'm at home, so that's where I am. Stokes Explorer, I'm Macy. Yes, I have had a couple close calls with birds. Yikes. I can imagine. I've had close calls with birds, but I will not tell you what those were. Anyways, Gills, left my ass. I arrived at stripper poles. Ding. Anyway, money. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. This is when, hey, Bob, we're going to go see, Bob. Just give me a second. Just for you, Bob, okay? Straight shine for, Canadian money, okay? You know what? That's what they do with the stripper poles, right, Bob? Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Oh my gosh. Yep. Drew food reviews. Bob said something about getting stripper music, and I said, yeah, that's what I need. I need a stripper pole, some girl dancing in the corner. At that point, Bob, literally, my wife would log in at work. YouTube wouldn't even get the chance. What would happen is my wife would log in at work, hear the music, see the girl dancing up in the corner. That'd be the end of the channel. I'd never be seen again on the internet. That would be it. You'd hear somebody's, more than their YouTube channel was taken off the air, and that would be me. Oh gosh. Desmond's daughter, laugh out loud. You got wrong for the Beetle Girl. What chance of a pole dancer? Oh my gosh, yes. I better quit talking. I'm going to get myself in trouble. I'm way behind everybody. My Macy Seagulls seem to be Bola Stokes Explorer. Great vid with the Jets. Yes, it was. Russell Rama, hey Russell, how are you, buddy? Hey Jeff, how are you, my friend? Good. I'm just kind of goofing around as usual, but you know, I'm doing good. I hope you're having a good day. I'm flying. Hey, I'm flying, everybody. Look at them. Anyways, let's see. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm behind. Hey, Trev, how are you? Poshcats Camp, it's good to see you. Good to see you. I start talking about certain show, and I almost put Dave to sleep, I imagine. I got right off the topic. I didn't even mention it, Trev. Gills is laughing. Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. I'm in trouble. I like the background. Oh, thanks. Or digest this. Just some of my footage is just through Creative Commons. That's all it is. Just as long as I put the license attributations and stuff like that free to use, you're able to use them. They're small files. That's where I use them. But, yeah, just some fun and stuff like that. Oh, hey, Moose Scrapper. Hey, you laughing too, hey? Yeah, can you imagine Moose and Bob? Joe walks in, or Joe comes in the stream, sees that up in the corner or something like that, and the channel. Hey, all I could hear, you know, here's what would happen. Here's the music. All you'd hear is wah chicka 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 wah wah, you know, and that would be it. And you know, she'd put her headphones in, drop them, and she'd be logging in the channel. All of a sudden, you'd have this, me talking. All of a sudden, just like dead air, you hear like that, just black screen, completely off the air, and you hear that like fuzz, you know, the snow in the background. It's like I can't get his channel back. Everything's deleted. What's going on? I can't get him back. Yes, Dave, Joe might live stream that. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. That would be it. That's exactly what it would be. That's exactly. I better put that away. I'll lose it. Gosh. Let's see where we are, and I know I'm at home. Tiger Muscium. Hey, need 16 to 400. I'm sure you're going to be there very soon. Everybody check out Tiger Muscium. It's good to see you. Hi, all hanging in there. Moose Scrapper, it's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Nice to have everybody here. Thanks very much for coming. Oh, look at who it is. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. You didn't hear any of that, Joe, right? Gone. Hey, the bill's got to go, guys. The music's got to go. Wah, chicka, 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 wah, wah. That music's done, okay, guys? Hey, look at the girl from the polls. She's leaving the video right now, right? Okay, everybody, don't tell her now, okay? Joe, this is like an inside joke, okay? You don't need to rewind or listen to any of it. Gosh, she's here. Yeah, I know, I see her. But see, that's what happens. I even get going on like this and get goofy, and guess who comes on, right? Dave, Trev, Moose Scrapper, Bob, everybody. You know, that's what happens, hey? I just say her name, and boom, she's there. Oh, you're on time. Dave, you know how you were telling me you were in a little bit of the doghouse? You know, I may be in the doghouse now. That might be me. Jill, I'm teasing, okay? You know that. Jojo, your cousin Tony's here. He's saying hi. Oh, gosh. Yep. Stokes, she's coming in to check on me. You know, the channel should be coming down pretty soon. No. Actually, Joe, I was just joking around. Gil's, great to see you, Jojo. Happy. Yeah. We won't say that, Bob, today. Hey, yeah. Otherwise, that one chicka one. You know that sound. I better be quiet now. Oh gosh. True's food reviews would be like the end of The Sopranos, just Static and Jeff is exactly, Drew. Exactly. Yep, that would be it, Drew. That would be it. Desmond Donner, stop digging, Jeff. You got it. Dave, you got it. Oh my gosh. I may see nice pike fishing, Tiger. It's all fly fishing river where I live. Stokes, Desmond Donner's big hole. You've got that right. You've got that right. You know what? I've been in bigger ones, right, Joe? I've been in bigger ones. It doesn't take me long, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. I just, you know what? I'll be driving down the road and I'll just say something or see something. And you know what? It. You know when you've got it in your head, and you know when you're not supposed to say it. I've got like verbal whatever. I don't have the filter. I don't know when to. Right, Joe? I don't have a filter. I just. And now we're finding our son doesn't have a filter. He just recently, everything that is on his mind, he's now deciding to say. He's like, Dad says it, so I can say it. So this filter, I need to be Jeff the filter. Yeah. Yep. Tiger Muskim, thanks, got you back. Drew says, Jojo, put a hit on. Oh well, Drew, I better watch it right now. Oh my gosh. Tiger Muskim, you're funny. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I'm just, you know, I'm just teasing, honestly. But my wife, not your average JoJo, that's my wife, and I honestly am just joking around. She knows it too, and I'm like this pretty much when she's around, anyways. So she knows where it's coming from. But yeah, sometimes, you know, I get going a little too far, and yeah, but it's all for fun. Stokes Explorer, I'm always in the doghouse. Me too, buddy. Me too. I don't have a filter. That's my problem. Usually, I used to keep my mouth trap shut, but now you know, the filter's gone. I'm getting older. You know, when you get to the point where like, I don't care anymore, so I just say what I say, and that's it. Drew's food reviews. We all know JoJo is the Canadian. JoJo the Soprano. JoJo Soprano. You got, yeah. Yes. She puts the. Oh, wait a second. Not your average JoJo. Great news. Filmed the opening for my video today on my walk. Good for you, Joe. So everybody, Joe's finally coming to the point when probably either this week or the beginning of next week, she should have her first video. Last month, the whole month of May, every single day for the month of May, she filmed a couple seconds of each day, and she's putting that video together. That's going to be her first video, so that's what she's talking about. You know, Joe watches all the channels anyways, but she doesn't actually have any videos, and so she's going to finally put one together and get it up by sometime the next few days and stuff. But anyways, she has to get hers up, but Joe, I haven't had time to put mine together, falling in the lake and that, but anyways, no, there's no footage of that, thank goodness. But Dexter Manto, hello friend, background is great. Thanks, Dexter Manto. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You know what, Dave, before I say anything, Lindsay did a great job. I'm going to get Joe to watch your video today. She did a good job, and you know what, winning that, you know, that was amazing. Joe, you're going to have to watch Desmond's daughter Dave's latest video. Halfway through, Lindsay comes on, so and she's talking about where she used to work and stuff like that. You're going to have to watch Dave's new video. It's pretty hilarious, but it's you should see what he won from somebody. It's pretty fantastic. Desmond's daughter, laugh out loud. Lindsay's parents taught her always to tell the truth. They soon learned they should have taught her diplomacy first. Dave, I'm the same. You know, I always think, it's okay to tell everybody everything, but then, you know, sometimes it's good to have filters. But you know what? I say to Joe, that's why you love me. And anyways, and then she says, so you think? Tiger Muskim. Finish up some yard work and then some bass fishing. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. Just sounds good to be getting out right now. It sounds awesome. March, yeah. Yeah, March is over. It went quick, didn't it, Joe? It went quick. Poshcats camping. Trev says, filter is gone, Jeff. Grumpy old man kicks in soon. Oh, I think it's on its way. Let's put it this way. I'm in pretty good mood most of the day. The only time I'm not, I told everybody this, I think, a million times, beginning of my day. Usually it starts off good, nice and quiet. I go take a quick shower, go let the dog out and stuff, then get the day going. But, you know, it starts off real quiet. I go downstairs, get things ready for breakfast and stuff, let the dog out. And then our son gets up and he thinks he needs to be singing up a storm and telling every goofy joke, which is fine. But I'm the quiet, the Quiet Man. Did anybody ever see that movie, The Quiet Man or The Thin Man? I am the very quiet person in the morning. I don't really even want to talk at all. I need at least 2 or 3 hours before I can even talk to anybody other than good morning. And I need a coffee and me, all that, just like a lot of people. But I'm not a person to hear like blah 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 first in the morning. I remember that at work, all the ladies used to be like that with me. I come into work at like 10 after 7, and they'd be blah 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 for the next 2 hours, and I'm like, oh geez, can it be like? I just wanted like the next 3 hours to go by to 10 o'clock till break, and I thought, what, just get these ladies to shh just for a minute. But anyways, I don't have to worry. I don't work with those ladies anymore, so no worries. But yeah, that's my filter. Hey, there it is. I'm gone with it. Jeff is in the future. Yes, Drew, I'm in the future. Oh yes, I maced the dog. That's our dog Daisy. She's the one that everybody heard a few minutes ago. She barks. She's got a bark worse than her bite, but I don't know why. Your average Jojo says, but there could be footage of the fall, right? Desmond's daughters. Dave, Joe, enough, okay? See, I fell into the water the other day when I went out filming at one of the conservation areas, and I was out there all by myself. I was into the woods about a good mile or two, and I literally got in there. I was about 5 minutes in, and that's when I fell, before any of the footage even started. And I'm sitting up there. I went to jump the river, the creek, and it was only so many feet. As I thought I had good coverage. But when I jumped, I didn't hit the end. The end was frozen water, and I went down up just about to my hips. And if I went about 5 feet, I would have went up to about here. But I was all by myself. I had the goofy GoPro, and of course, I know it can go in the water, but me, I'm paranoid of it going in the water. So I've got my arm up like this, and I'm literally, if anybody went by that had seen me floating in the water, holding this thing up, I was so afraid it was going to get wet. But anyways, yeah, Joe and Dave both think that. The first thing Joe says, did you get any footage of when you fell in? I'm like, no, I had the camera turned off. And she's like, you always have to have that thing turned on. And I'm like, yeah. So Dave and Joe both think that we should go back to the scene of the crime. And Joe gets to push me in, and then put that footage into the video. I say no. Because the rest of the time I was out there, I was soaking wet, and I was like freezing. And all I could hear, slush, slush, slush with the boots and stuff. And I couldn't wait to get home to take a shower. But... Gil Skills Bob says, I can't wait to see it, Joe. You know what? Even I haven't seen it, Bob. So she's got it on her laptops, and she's got to get probably this evening or something, either today or tomorrow. She'll get out to film. Yes, Trev. When Lindsay's on, we always say to Dave that yes, Lindsay's great. He needs to have her on more, and I know he says that she sometimes doesn't. She gets shy to come on, but she does a good job. She does a good job. Let's see. I love the positivity in the channel. Oh, thanks. I try. I can't. I'm not going to say I'm positive 100% of the time. I'm not. Just there's. Let's put it this way. If you walk around with like this all the time, you're probably walking around with a miserable whatever. But I try, and but in about 10 minutes or so, I could be. A kid could come in with done something, and I fly off the handle. But just like anybody, you try, but nobody's. That's all it is. But yeah, you try, and I like to try to be as positive as possible. But you never are constant. Kitty's Market. Hi everybody, watching from Norway. Oh wow, that's amazing. Bushcraft Bums. Hey guys, wanted to pop in for a bit. Thanks very much, buddy. It's good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I've had a little bit of goofiness as usual. I said, before my wife came in. my wife is not your average JoJo in the chat. She's at work right now. But before we were joking around, and one of the fellas on the channel, Drew, from Drew's Food Reviews, said to me, "You need some stripper music in here." And I said, "Oh yeah, that's what I need. I need stripper music." And I in the top right hand corner, I need like a pole with a girl dancing, playing 80s music, like Cherry Pie by Warren or Poison or some goofy song like that. And then, hey, I've got the change, and I go money, 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 like that. And yeah, and then my wife walks in. But I said, yeah, I better be quiet. If my wife hears this, you know, she's going to turn off the channel from her work. Everybody's like, yeah, you'll be watching, all of a sudden you hear bzzz, like that, and that'll be the end of it. Let's see here. Drew's Food Reviews. Jeff got in his flying DeLorean and went to May. Oh, geez, Drew. Yeah, can you imagine? Oh, you know, Joe will have to watch Back to the Future in the future. Look at that, in the future. Yeah. Not your average JoJo. Maybe I should plan to live stream it. Oh my gosh, what is it called, Joe? A premiere? Is that what it is? Oh gosh. Desmond Saunders Dave says, although in this context, plan may be construed as premeditation. Not your average JoJo. Oh geez, gosh, guys, come on, Gemma's journey. Hey Gemma, how are you? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. You know, just having some fun today, just kind of goofing around as usual, just having a little bit of fun. It's good to see you, Gemma. Hope you're having a nice day in that. Let's see here. My gosh, I'm a little behind everybody as usual. Oh, Desmond Saunders Dave says, I'm trying to get Lindsay on more. Oh gosh, well Dave, you know, when she's on, it's like Joe says to me, she says, she looks like she's having a blast, and she does, doesn't she? Everybody, you know what, Dave, I know, and I'm pretty sure Dave would love to have his wife on more too, but his wife Lindsay, you know, when she comes on his videos, oh, she does a great job, and she looks like she's having a blast with them. They look like they're having a great time together. Let's see, Moose Scrapper says, at least you're positive that you're not always positive, so I guess you're always positive. Yeah, two positives make a, yeah, oh gosh, yeah, positive and a negative. Psh, you know, here we go. Gil Skill says, Moose Scrapper, are you positive? You're not always positive? Hey, guys, hey. If you're not first, you're last, right? Anyways, that's the end of that. Nobody's going to get that reference. Maybe a few of you will, but Poshcats Camping says, we'd love to take our motorhome to Norway. Oh my gosh, would that be amazing? Would be amazing. Positivity. Hey, positively. Yes, see, I can't even read, Moose. I cannot even read. Let's see. Jim says, I'm great, thank you. I've uploaded a new video which took me 3 attempts to film. Hey, sometimes, you know what, sometimes the first is the best, and sometimes the third or fourth, Gemma, is the best for you. You never know. I've got a few videos where I should keep the outtakes. I keep deleting them. Joe says, no, you got to keep them. Make a whole video on just outtakes. That would be that'd be pretty humorous. There's a few that I think I'm not actually going to start deleting some of the ones that would be funny that I don't put in them. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's a good idea. Gemma, you gave me an idea. I know you said, you know what, sometimes 3 attempts. I'm going to do that, Gemma. I'm going to put something. It might take me 6 months, but I'm going to start keeping those odd clips that I throw away every time. I am going to do that. Gil Skills. Hey, Moose Scrapper, that's a positive outlook then, bud. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Bushcraft Bums, now I want to listen to Warrant. Yeah, she's my cherry pie. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yes, Warrant, Rat, you know, all little Motley Crue, Winger, yes, I can go back right to the 1980s in 2 seconds. Podcast Camping Dave, we need to do some joint research on Norway. Dave, Sue is keener than keen. My gosh. Now, I would love to go to Scandinavia, fellas. If you do go, you have to film it. Now, your average JoJo. Jeff, I see you're using the footage from my backyard on the green screen today. Oh, yes, Joe, that's exactly. Look at I just fall into the... Ooh, that's it. The end of the stream, right? All right, can I go for a nose dive into the water? I'm swimming now, guys. Oh, and I came back up. Okay, this is getting lame, isn't it? This is getting lame. As lame as they come. Drew's Food Reviews. I put bloopers at the end of mine. Yes, you know what? Maybe I should start doing that just at the end. But what I'm going to try to do, Drew, for a few months, I'm going to keep each blooper that I think is usable and try to maybe edit something together. See what happens. Julianne Parma, thumbs up for you, my friend. Julianne, thanks very much, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Viewed this. Tony says, Trev, I recently asked by a channel to check them out. They're friends of ours. Enjoyed them a lot. Oh, Moosecraft, peace out, folks. Thanks, Jeff, for the positive vibes. Positively, Moose. Hey, Moose, have a good one. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. You have a good day, my friend. Wow, big pool. Yeah, big pool. Yeah, yeah. Look at. I'm gonna go nosedive. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I am. Yep. Dave, Desmond's Dodgers. Yes, we have some bloopers. Usually, if Lindsay putting me right. Hey, Dave. You know what? That's. I'm sure. You know what? I could have like a whole different channel than this of Joe putting me right. Absolutely, from the minute I wake up to the minute we go to bed and stuff like that. Right, Joe? Or pretty much every weekend. Camper van tales. Oh my gosh, it's warm. Becky Metal. Hashtag Team Mackie, I like that name. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. It's did I see you on? I'm pretty sure I came across you on Gil Skills on Bob's stream and that. It's nice to see you. Thanks very much for dropping in. I really appreciate it. I welcome you. Everybody say hi to Becky Metal. Hashtag Team Mackie. That is a great one. I do like that. Let's see here. View this. Tony says seems like nice guys and nice video work. Was pleased they reached out to me. That's cool. That is cool. Very cool. My gosh, I'm sweating to death. You know what? I had Joe. Guess what? I wore a hoodie today. I wore the orange hoodie. The what do you call it? The the Idiot of the Day sweatshirt today. But it's too hot. I need to wear it in the winter, not when it's like about 100 degrees in our house. Excuse me. Give me 2 seconds. Been having a few not issues, but I've been having where OBS just like a black gray screen. That's where I put everything, and then I put like you have a stream code that goes in. The code goes into this from YouTube, and that's how I don't actually go into YouTube. I just put the name of the stream on YouTube, and then I come in here and I start the stream on OBS, and that's what goes live. And then when I'm done, I hit stop stream and exit, and then it closes out the YouTube live stream for me. But anyways, to see what you're saying, I have to go in to the live streaming feature of YouTube, and there's a pop-out chat, because that's where I'm reading the chat from. So what you do is you pop out the chat, and then I bring that pop-out chat in OBS. But I find recently, once in a while, the pop-out chat it flickers near getting close to about halfway or 3/4 of the way through the stream. Then I have to close it down and reopen it, because it literally goes black or it goes white, and all of a sudden I can't see anything that you're saying anymore. So I have to close it down, reopen it. So sometimes if I'm a couple seconds and stuff like that, that's the why. So I'm sorry for that. Hey Tony, moonshine, it's good for the soul. Can you imagine if that's all I did? Sit here every day, Monday to Friday, drinking shine. As Gary Scandal, I realize Gary's not here, and Gary may not be here for a bit, everybody. But yeah, Gary's always joking, saying that it's Kentucky Shine, but it's straight water and literally in a what do you call it? A spaghetti mason jar and stuff like that. Not that there's any spaghetti, but yeah, drink all my water in these things, and you know what? I've been drinking quite a few of these. My wife keeps saying, "Where's the water going?" I have to keep filling this up a couple times a day. Anyways, bushcraft bombs, a drop of moonshine straight from the jar fixes everything. Now, you know what's funny about that? I was saying, you know, we went to Missouri about 3 years ago, about fall of 2016, I guess it was, and you know, never had moonshine here in my life. Never had it. They don't, as far as I know, they don't make it here in Canada. It's you can't buy it here. It's not allowed. But anyways, I had it for the first time, and we went to this like restaurant, bar, pub, or whatever it was. Walked in, and they had like all these little shots, and they let you try the shots and stuff, a bunch of the shots. By the time you're done, and they don't charge you anything. They're like, oh yeah, try this one, this one. Then you go to their little merchandise thing, buy shirts, and you buy mason jars full of booze or whatever it is, or moonshine and that. But yeah, it's quite a place, and then every place down there sells it. But I'd never had it. It's quite nice. It is quite nice. Oh, okay, Becky Metal. Hashtag Team Meki. My boyfriend's Mark and my name together. Well, you know what? That is very, very cool. That is a good thing. That is definitely a good thing. I do like it. I do. Viewed this. Tony says, be right back. Okay, Tony, sounds good. Camper Van Tails. Okay, that sounds good. We'll have to take a look at them. I don't know if I know them. Give me a second here. There we go. That'll fix that. So that will work out. Poshcats, Trev, I don't know them, so I'll have to take a look at them after, okay? Razzle Rum, I gotta go, Jeff. See you soon. Yes, Razzle, thanks very much, my friend. I know it's probably later in the evening for you in France. Razzle, thanks very much, my friend. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a great day. Let's see here. Stokes Explorer, 180 proof, no beads. Oh gosh, do they have Shine there in UK? Everybody, I don't know. They don't have it in Canada, not that I'm aware. I mean, you can get whiskey, rye, rum, all that kind of stuff. You get pretty much everything here, but I don't think you can get tequila, all that kind of tequila. I don't know if anybody likes tequila. I'm not a tequila person. I'm not a big drinker, anyways. But tequila, I can't drink tequila. But yeah, I can't drink tequila. Oh my gosh, no. Drew's Food Reviews. Drew says, gotta watch out for Jeff when he hits that Shine. Woohoo! Boo! Boo! Chicka! Woo! Woo! Chicka! Woo! Woo! Yeah. Now I got it, Drew. Now I've got it. Oh gosh. Let's see here. Let me make sure that worked. I think that should work. Yes. Okay. Perfect. It worked. Good. Let's see. No, not really. Oh gosh. Desmond's Daughters. I like tequila. Tequila even. You know who has tequila? A while ago we saw. Does anybody remember Sammy Hagar? He was in Van Halen and stuff like that. Anyways, he's got his own tequila line. He's had it for probably almost 20-some years or whatever. But he has a bar down in, I think, Cabo San Lucas. But his is called, is it Cabo Wabo or Cabo? It's some kind of tequila that he makes. I think he even makes, they make it in rum now too. I think that's in the last couple of years. They've changed over. You can get rum by Sammy Hagar too. But he has his own line of Cabo Wabo or Cabo tequila or something like that. Anyways, I was in the States. Here, if you want to buy his tequila, his brand of tequila, it's $100 for a bottle. It's crazy. $100 something. And in the States, it was like $20 for the same bottle. I was like, what? And but like I said, I don't drink tequila anyways. But it was absolutely crazy, like unbelievable that you could like the price difference in it at all. Let's see here. Bushcraft Bums tequila equals tequila nonsense college. Exactly. Yeah, I remember having it in college. I remember, they'd give you this and then the lick of lime and the salt. Oh yeah, no, not for me. But yes, that's exactly what it do. Tony viewed this as tequila is good for fighting someone, having one night stand and then fist fighting them again. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Becky Metal, hashtag Team Meki, getting closer to 500. Oh, that's amazing. That's a huge number. It really is. It really is. Watchcats Camp is laughing at Drew. Yep, Cabo Wabo, Tony. Yep. You know what? I always want to go. You remember that album by Van Halen, OU812? And they had, I think at the time, Sammy and Eddie had, they owned the bar Cabo Wabo or Cabo whatever down in Cabo San Lucas, but I imagine Sammy is the only owner of that bar now. But oh gosh, Trev, no worries. No worries at all. No worries. PMDB Entertainment, Paul, how are you? It's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Let's see here, Ralph Morgan. I like tequila. What? I like tequila. Ralph, that's about the truth of it, my friend. That's about the truth of it. Oh my gosh. Tony says, view this. Okay, big meeting coming. Need to go. Could be well all. I thought you said be wet all. Tony, yeah, take care. Tony, have a good one. Good luck on your meeting, my friend. Let's see here. Let's see. Take care, Tony. Bushcraft Bums, but body shots were fun. Now, you know what's so funny about that, Bushcraft Bums? I remember going to bars back in the 80s or the beginning of the 90s, and they had Jello wrestling. Anyways, what kind of bar was I in? Anyways, yeah, I remember the old, they'd have like little tiny, what's it called? And they were full of Jello and, yikes, yeah. Jello wrestling. You ever seen Jello wrestling? Anyone? Joey, turn off your ears. No. Anyways, I'm just joking. Just teasing. I didn't say anything like that. Not at all. Hayden Vlogs. Hola. How are you? It's good to see you. Just Joe. This is when you were like about 16, okay? Just teasing. Joe, it's good to have you here. And everybody. Elena, how are you? Jeff, be quiet. Yep, nice view. Thank you, Elena. Yep, I'm now going... My wife's here. I'm everybody. I'm just Joe. I was joking. Okay. See, Dave. See, Jeff get in trouble on his live. That's what happens. Oh my gosh. My gosh. What time's 3 o'clock? Okay. Got a few minutes here. Okay. Hey, end of the day. Hi, Elena. How are you? It's good to see you. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you. It's good to see everybody. Desmond's done. Dave says, step away from the spade, Jeff. Yes, exactly. I need to stop. I don't know when to keep my trap, but now your average Joe just says, how do you know what I was doing when I was 16? Oh, gosh, Joe. Yeah, no, how old were you then back then? You'd have been 15 or 16 at least, Joe. Back to work for me. Have a blessed one. You too, Butch Crap Bombs. Thanks again for coming. Okay, appreciate it. Have a good day, my friend. Irvin the paid tourist. Hello, everybody. Hey, Irvin, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Not just kind of joking around here, but it's nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you are having a good day. Are you out driving right now, Irvin, or are you at home? Or are you out on the road right now? Dave, nice coming back. Not your average JoJo. Yeah, exactly. Dave, I need to. Zip it or lose it, right? Oh my gosh. The Irish Train King. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. I'm just at the beach, you know, flying high at the beach and stuff like that, drinking water, as everybody knows. But let's see here. Oh, Trev, you're right. Poshcast Cam. Sit still, Jeff, or you may fall into the water behind you. Yeah, look at. Ooh, can you imagine? Yeah, I do have that constant fear, that constant nightmare of falling. I do. I always had that fear. You know how they say, you know, you're having that dream where you're falling, but in your dream you can never hit the ground, because if you do, that's it. You're over. I do not believe that. I do not believe that. Ever since I was a kid, I've had that dream, and I've hit the ground many times. I've hit the ground, and here I am. I'm still here. So there's no way that that's true. If it is, you know, maybe I wake up and I thought I hit the ground, but I swear over and over again, I hit the ground in my dreams many a time. But that's all I'm saying. It's like, you know, watching a movie. We were watching a movie last night, and they were in some some high-rise or some office building down in New York City or something like that, or Chicago, in the movie. And they're up like about 60 or 70 floors, and the girl's standing by the window. She's got her arm pressed out against the window. Until I had kids, I was never afraid of heights, but to this day, if I went up the CN Tower, anywhere I go where there's heights, Niagara Falls, anything like that, when I'm close to the edge of anything, or the kids are, I have a panic attack. I just can't do it. When I was a kid, I probably could have stood over or leaned over the edge. It wouldn't have bothered me. I remember when I was about 21, we were somewhere, and they hung me over this cliff, and I was about 1,200 feet in the air, and literally I had two guys, one holding one leg and one holding the other, and I've got footage of the camera taking footage straight down. And at that time, it didn't bother me. Now, I couldn't even go to the edge standing there and have a panic attack. But yeah, watching this last night, my hands started sweating. I thought, yeah, I'm getting old. I am getting old. Let's see here. Irvin DePay Tour says, I'm getting loaded in Texarkana. Oh, gosh. How's the weather down there, Irvin? Is it must be fairly decent right now? Must be decent. Your average Joe just says, I say you've already lost, so why stop now? Yeah, Joe. You know, Joe's just teasing with me, everybody, but yeah. Oh, gosh. Budget Bushcraft, the top of your moonshine keeps disappearing, Jeff. Hey, Budget, how are you? You like that? Yeah. Woo, look at that. Like, I'll just fill it up right in the ocean, hey? There, I'll get some more. Look at that. Just keep filling her up. Yeah, just keep drinking this shine, this bottle. Imagine if this was shine, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'd be in trouble. I think I drink about 12 of these a day at least now. I'm drinking them like wildfire. I'm trying to lose some weight, so I'm trying water and more fruits and stuff. You know, vegetables I'm kind of iffy on, but the fruits I'm trying more apples and grapes and all that kind of stuff, and lots more of this. It seems to be making me want to go to the washroom more, so maybe it's helping. Maybe it is helping. What? Lenny says, didn't know Irish have a separate king. Sorry, everybody. I'm just reading everybody, but everybody's just talking to everybody, so I'm just trying to scroll down. Sorry about that. Dave Desmond Donder says, I'm not drinking today, but might get loaded at the weekend. Hey, Dave, I think we're... Dave, I'm going on a Donder this weekend. I found out yesterday. I'm getting out of the house. I'm granted access, permission, granted access. Right, Joe? We're going to be out for the weekend, so not till Saturday morning, but we'll be out at least good 36 hours. So I'll be out of the house, Dave. I won't have to stay home all weekend, so it's kind of nice to know getting out of the house for the weekend. Literally, Joe's family is going just out. They're coming down to Toronto area, which is about 2 hours away from here, and we're gonna go meet them for the weekend. That's pretty much all it is. But it still gets us out for the weekend, or out of the house at least. Budget. All that stuff makes you. Yeah. Hey, budget. At least it's. You know, I had the old winter tire. That's what I'm calling it, winter tire. And I'm trying to lose a little bit by walking a little bit more and drinking a lot of this. So, you know, it's not bad. Unfortunately, on the weekend, I still want to have a few beers. But on the rest of the week, I'm sticking to this. It's, yeah, I guess I'm trying. Irvin DePaytour says it's nice and warm here. We get loaded, and I'm heading to just south of Atlanta. Well, I hope you have a safe trip, Irvin. But you know, it's actually fairly decent here. It's not probably as warm as it is down there, but spring's on the way. The sun's out, so it's actually not so bad. Go Fish Off. Hey, I hope you're doing great. Yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing? What did you have for lunch? Do you have any wraps or chicken wraps or anything? I remember that. You know, that was sounding pretty good earlier in the week. Desmond Stonders. So you're off out to get pushed in the creek. Oh gosh, no. Literally, you know what? They want to go shopping. They want to get together. They haven't seen each other all winter and fall and stuff. So they're all getting together, and we won't see them till next month, till the beginning of May, anyways. But it'll be good. She gets to see everybody, and it's, you know, it's just good to get out and stuff like that. So I'm kind of looking forward to just getting away from the city and stuff. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, it's warm today. Warm. Anybody ever see the movie Lost Boys in the 1980s? This scene right here, this scene in the amusement park, reminds me of that scene. I think it's, what's it, Santa Clara, or is it Santa Clarita or something in California? There's a place, it's Santa Clara or Santa Clarita or something like that. It's someplace in California, but it looks just like that. Gosh, my gosh. So now that I've yapped on for like over an hour and some, how's everybody doing anyways? Anybody have anything going on today? Anything exciting going on or coming up this weekend? I mean, there's only 2 more days, so it's not so bad. That's how I get through the week. I always tell my wife, you know, one more sleep. And they keep telling me to stop. But I always say, you know, it's never, you never include the day that you're in. Always include just the next days. Let's see here. Budget Bushcraft. That movie is my specialty. I was stationed 20 minutes from there. Were you really? Oh yeah, I absolutely loved that movie in the 1980s. I mean, who couldn't like? I liked what's his name, Kiefer Sutherland when I was younger. I still do. I mean, that 24 was a great show, and even that show he had where he's the president, Designated Survivor. The first season was amazing. Second season, I just fell asleep and turned it off, but. I hear that show where he's the president, Designated Survivor's coming back. I think Netflix is gonna bring it back next season or something. And they said they're gonna try to be more like it was at the beginning. So, but yeah, I really like Kiefer Sutherland and what's that guy's name? Joel Schumacher or whatever, the guy that made those movies. I think it was Joel Schumacher. He had the young kids. I can't think what their name. Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, and what's that other guy? The star of the movie, Jason Patrick, I think was his name. I think he dated or something, Julie Roberts, for a little tiny bit, but I think he was in Speed too, and then I think you never heard of him again. But yeah, I love that movie. It was a good one, a really good movie. Let's see, Desmond's Daughters. Gave myself the day off today. That sounds good, Dave. Sounds good. Go Fish Office says, "It is the day. Actually, due to my autoimmune issues, I haven't eaten in like 3 days now. So lunch is simple, just water and juice. Although I'm doing better, so I'm going to try some food today." Well, you take care, Go Fish Office. I didn't realize that. I apologize for that. I hope whatever you do have and stuff, you're able to eat for sure. But I hope you are able to eat something soon. Budget Bushcraft. The movie was called Santa Carla. The actual place is Santa Cruz. Ah, okay. I didn't know that. I've been to California, but just really, I've only been there for the day and stuff like that. I was in San Francisco. We stopped, and then I was there for about 8 or 9 hours. So we got off, and we took I think we took a cab in San Francisco. The fella I was sitting with, and we just walked around for about 6 hours and went back. So I really didn't see a lot of it. Just literally just walking down through San Francisco. So I've only been on soil in California. I've never really been to California. I shouldn't, but been in the airports a few times, but only out on the ground once, I guess. But I would love to go back. Posh Cats Camping. I'm on a donder from Friday with Sue in the motorhome in Skegness on the east coast of England. Oh gosh, that sounds nice. It does. Trev, I'm just looking forward to, I was saying to Dave, I'm just looking for the last few weeks, the last little bit, I've been just wanting to do anything just to get out of the city. Like, we always go do usually shopping or whatever, and that's fine. I mean, you can't do stuff all the time, I understand that. But just to get out of that, just to break the monotony, that's all. But, yeah, we're going to finally go out. Like I said, we'll probably go down, stay overnight, and see all the family and stuff like that. And then they're going to go shopping. The ladies want to go to like IKEA and that kind of stuff. I said to my son, maybe we'll go to Bass Pro Outlet. It's Americans might know it and Canadians, but I don't know if Bass Pro is just in North America. Bass Pro is a big hunting, fishing store. I love it. We love it. They have one just outside of Toronto, and they don't have them all over the place down here, but I absolutely love them. It's Cabela's or Bass Pro. Those are all we have here, but they're good time and stuff like that. I like to go in and, my son and I could walk around for hours and stuff. Desmond's Daughters, Trev, if the weather's good, I'm going to fly the drone home from where we are going. Oh, that sounds good, Dave. Budget Bushcraft says it's about 45 to an hour south of San Francisco on Highway 1. Like I said, I honestly don't know California, other than my knowledge of California is from the movies and just the books and stuff. I would love to go because I imagine it's absolutely beautiful, but I to be honest, I don't know. I understand exactly where things are located, but I don't know California other than I imagine a lot of people know a lot about California just from movies and TV shows, because they show just about every single city in California or certain parts of California. But it looks like a beautiful place. It really, really does. Desmond Thunders. If it's windy, I will not try. Go Fish Off City today, but I look forward to sharing more foods I eat in the near future. Well, that sounds good. It does. But that chicken wrap that you were talking about the other day, Go Fish Office, it sounded delicious. It really did sound good. Trev from Pochcats Campus says, my sister lived in Santa Clara, but she now lives in the Valley Springs south of Sacramento. Oh, does she, Trev? That's amazing. So, have you been to California very many times, or Trev? Like I said, I've been there, but literally just in the plane and just been out for a day there. But honestly, other than that, I don't know it. I've never actually been there otherwise. Bushcraft says, it is today. You can't spend more than 10 minutes in the Bay Area. Water without a wetsuit. Water comes straight down from Alaska. Oh my gosh, does it really? That does sound good. Now, Budget, years ago, when my dad was alive, my parents, when they hit their 50th anniversary, my dad passed away 4 years ago, but it was a couple of years before he passed. My dad and mom went 4, 5, 6. I forget what year it was now. It must have been 2012 or 13, their 50th anniversary. They decided to go. They went to Hawaii, and then they came back, and they stayed a few days, 3 or 4 days in San Francisco, and they had the best time ever. my dad always wanted to see California, and he got to see San Francisco, and yeah, he had the best time, absolute best time ever, and I'm glad he got to see it with my mom and stuff. It was definitely good for them and stuff like that. My mom, she'll never forget it, and that with him. So I'd like to take Joe one day there. I really would, really would, and I'd love to go. My gosh, Joe would always love to go to Alaska as I would, but I don't know if that's in the near future, or I don't even know if that's in our future as we retire down the road. But that would be something. It really would. Fish off. It was very delicious. You should try it. You know what? I may have to. Podcast Camp and Trev says, we have visited California a lot over the years. Renewed our wedding vows in Lake Tahoe in 2007. Did you really, Trev? I've never been there either. Lake Tahoe. I've never been into that part of the United States. To be honest, I've been anywhere from like Illinois over to the east, down into Memphis, Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Vermont, Maine, Connecticut, New Hampshire. I've been along the whole eastern border of the United States. I've seen all that. I've seen pretty much everything that way. I've seen some of Texas, but anything inwards, going west or upwards, I have not seen a good. I guess the rest of it's really a majority of the United States. I've seen the tail of the. I've seen the whole eastern seaboard of the United States, but anything going further from the middle on, been down to Denver to Colorado and stuff, but never anything further. I've been in the airports there, in places, but never actually seen. I would like to, but I would just never had the chance. But never ever had the chance to see the rest of it, unfortunately. But maybe one day. I'd like to we talked, Joe and I, I'd like to go to like the islands and stuff. I like that. I really like that as a trip and stuff like that, like, on a winter vacation and stuff. But I said to Joe, it would be fun, for us it'd be maybe more reasonable the next couple of years if we went to like Vegas or something. She said, yeah, she would like to go, and some people go for just a couple of days, but I said, maybe we could go for 4 or 5 days and that. But I wouldn't mind going. I would not mind going to Vegas just to see it. I'm not a gambler, but I hear you can. There's a lot of sightseeing things. I'd like to see the Hoover Dam and what do you call it? Grand Canyon and stuff like that. I hear that's about 5 or 6 hours outside. But I mean, if you're that close, why not get a car and drive that distance to see it? Because how many times you're going to go? But let's see. I probably should close this out in the next minute, and that probably to go pick Ethan and that up. It looks sunny, but it's a little chilly on the chilly side. And he said, Dad, if it's sunny out, it's warm, don't worry about picking me up. But it's a little chillier out today, so I may be picking him up today. Let's see here. Dismas Thunders, you're not a gambling man. What a bet! Oh, geez. Yeah, no, Dave, I'm not a betting or any kind of games person. Yeah, just ask Joe. If she was in the chat, she would tell you anything doing with a game, Dave, I shut down. If they even talk about games or cards or anything, it's funny. My mother and I think my brother, they loved all that stuff when we were kids, but my dad and myself, my dad wasn't that guy, and I wasn't that guy. We would just shut down. If my mom wanted to do it, whatever. But my mom always likes to get in with my wife and kids, and they love doing games and playing cards and all that kind of stuff. But it's the one thing I shut down. It's not. I don't know why. I don't have it in me for some reason. But I guess it is what it is. Poshkets Camp, and I worked in Chicago for a year in 2001. It was a deep lake effect snow, and O'Hare was so busy. I imagine. Yeah, that at one point O'Hare was the busiest airport in all of I think of all of North America. And that it definitely was. It was a packed airport. It's a huge. I've been to O'Hare. I think been in it twice and stuff. It's a busy airport. My brother lives he lives in Illinois. Trev. He lives in a little town, but the closest city to Chicago where he lives is called Bloomington, Illinois, which is about a good hour and a half, 2 hours or so out of Chicago, and that's where he lives. He met a woman, and they're married, and they live down that part of Illinois. He's been there for 10 years or so, 9, 10 years, or I keep saying the wrong year because every time I get told it's 10 or 9 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but he's been down there since the beginning of this decade, I guess. Johnny Vanti, hey Johnny, how are you? Hello, it's good to see you. I've just hit puberty. My voice is going up and down. Nice to see you. Thank you very much, Johnny. I appreciate it. Well, you know what? I've gone on for just about almost. Let's see here, just about an hour and a half just about an hour and a half. So I should probably in the next minute or so get off here. Let me just double check this. There we are. Okay, good, perfect. Let me pull the chat out one last time, and that'll be it. Bushcraft, Bloomington, Illinois is a little over an hour from me. Oh, is it really, Budget? Now, Budget, my brother, he lives. I say Bloomington because he lives in a little town about 15 minutes out of Bloomington. We just say Bloomington. He says Bloomington too because Bloomington's, nobody's heard of the place. He lives in a little town in Illinois called Fairfax. It's a little town. It's got about 500 people. So I never say Fairfax because nobody's ever heard of it. But yeah, he lives close to, well, Bloomington Normal. And when we go down there, we always go to Famous Dave's barbecue and stuff like that. Have the greatest time. We get catfish and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess that part of Illinois is probably close to Indiana, isn't it? We haven't been there in a couple of years, unfortunately. We don't get down to that part anymore. They usually come here. He hasn't. We saw him at Christmas, and it was the first time in 6 months or a year. I forget now. But we unfortunately we haven't been down there in a long time. We'd like to go down, but we haven't been down there in a few years. Actually, to be honest, I'm going to say it's not a few years. It's been 3 years. When last time we went to Missouri, we came home through Illinois, and we stopped in to see them at that point. But it's some fun and stuff like that. It really is, and it's good to see him. I mean, he's my brother. I just don't get to see him enough. Usually see him once, maybe twice a year if I'm lucky. But I mean, he's got his family and that down there, so that it is what it is. But good seeing you, bro. Yes, it is, Johnny. It is good to see you. Budget says, I know. Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah, his wife is from Illinois. She was born in Illinois, grew up as a kid, and then she lived half her life in Texas. And then she moved to Florida for 2 years, I think. And then just a couple years before she met my brother, she moved back to Fairfax in Illinois, where her family's from. And then her and my brother, they work for a company out of San Francisco, but they work from home. And he's been there for some time and stuff, and he likes it. I mean, that's where his wife is, so they enjoy it. But it's good to see him when he comes home. I really do like when he comes home. I mean, he's about 5.5 years younger than I am, but I mean, we did everything together as kids. But don't see him as much now as an adult. But it's too bad. But it is what it is. Pushcats Campton Trev says, I enjoyed working there. I had an apartment on the 42nd floor near the corn cobs. Oh gosh, those corn cobs were tall. Yes, I imagine. The one thing I know it's not called the Sears Tower anymore, but you know what, Budget, Trev, one thing I always wanted to do, we've been through Chicago, but just through the side portion when we're coming home, but we've never been into Chicago. We'd love to go. It was a little pricey the last time we wanted to go, but it was going to be close to $300 a night to stay, and we couldn't afford that, so we didn't go. But Joe and I, it was the time of the year they had a big convention going on that weekend. Otherwise, it was probably half the price. But we always want to go just to see Chicago. New York, I'd love to see, but I think Chicago might be, it's closer for us, and I'd like to see Chicago. But I would love to go up the Sears Tower. I think it's called something else, but whatever it is, I still would like to see it at least once in my life. Let's see here. Good afternoon, Boneyard. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. Poshcats Campton says there are 2 corn cobs. They were huge skyscrapers. Yikes. River Rat Skippy. Hey, what's up? It's good to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Poshcats Campton says I went up the Sears Tower and You know, I say I want to, but the height the distance part, the height kind of it does a little number on me. It's like if you went out to the Grand Canyon and I think they have that walkway or something, not walkway, I don't know what they call it, that thing that walks out so far and it's like a glass floor or something. Every time I see it, I freak out. I see it, I'm like, I couldn't do it in a million years. But I've seen so much footage of it, and it looks absolutely brilliant. It really does. It looks amazing. Anyways, everybody, it's 3:24. I usually close off about 3:25 because that gives me about 10 minutes to get down to the school to pick Ethan up. So I am going to do that. It's not that I want to, but I should pick him up. I think... sorry, everybody. I'm getting all clogged up. I'm not sure if I'm getting a cold or what. River Rat Skippy says, I'm sitting at work just being bored. Oh, I understand. Thanks for the stream, Jeff. See you next time. Yes, thanks, Dave. Thanks, everybody. I thank each and every one of you for coming. The cars below look like toys. I can imagine, Trev. Everybody, thank you so much for coming, each and every one of you. I really appreciate it. You know what? It doesn't matter if you're here for 5 minutes or however long you're here. I really do appreciate you for coming. It makes my day, and hope everybody's had a good one so far. But everybody have a good rest of your afternoon, a good evening, and we'll see you again whenever it is, either tomorrow or the next time. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Whenever we see it is the best time. Anyways, everybody, I'm going to head out. I thank every single person. Usually I try to spiel off the names. Today I may not, just because Podcast Camp and Johnny Avanti, Drew's Food Reviews, Desmond's Donders, Bones Yards, River Rat Skippy, let's see here, Butchcraft, sorry about this, everybody. There's a ton of people. Go Fish Office, Eileen, Value the Fam, gosh, Elena, there's Train King Stokes Explorer, Not Your Average Jojo, Viewed This. Oh, there's other names. I'm not trying to... Becky Mantle, hashtag Team Mecky, Irvin, the Paid Tourist, Bushcraft Bums, Judy Turner, Hayden Vlogs. You know, there's a lot more names. I apologize, everybody. I'm going to have to run. But I just want to thank you all for coming, and you know, you make our day every time in that. So have a good afternoon, good evening, everybody. And oh, Ralph Morick, yes, Ralph, I didn't mean to miss you. I was just trying to read the names off. But everybody, have a good afternoon and good evening, okay? We'll see you next time. And thank you so much, okay? Thanks again, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.